My middle daughter, Leanne, I hired in the bookstore when Leanne was a senior in high school. And Leanne is a 1984 graduate of Del State. She's employed by the bookstore and personally by the post office, I'm sorry. And I think she does a pretty good job. Our granddaughter, Denise. Thank you. Now the next one, Jennifer. This is a child that has kept me young. She wouldn't let you get old if you wanted to. Jennifer will complete her requirements for degree in December, but she's getting married November 23rd. No local invitations are being sent, but you're all invited to the wedding. Her fiancé, Trent Lamastus. Thank you. I have one other person in the audience that I thought he was going to be here, but I wasn't real sure. Would Jeff Frazier stand up, please? He's standing. I was Jeff's legal guardian for several years. Jeff knows how to spend money too, and he's just like all other kids. He doesn't bring you change back. Jeff's wife, Rebecca, is here, and son, Jeffrey. Thank you. I have many sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws. I hadn't seen any sisters or cousins here, but I'll ask them if they'll raise their hand. They don't have to stand up. Thank you. If I'm getting hoarse, Dr. White, we can quit any time. I figured that. I've noticed that we have one Mississippi Associated College bookstore person in the audience. If there's others, Dolores, are you the only one? I'd like for you to raise your hand, and I appreciate you coming. Thank you. And Bob Bain was assistant manager for several years here, so have to recognize him. I would like for all former bookstore, post office, grill employees that work with me at Delta State to stand. Thank you. Ms. Taylor, would you stand up, please? Thank you. Ms. Taylor worked at Delta State Bookstore for almost 25 years. I don't know whether I'd be here today or not if it wasn't for her. Her husband, Troyce, her daughter, Donna Kay, her son-in-law, Lance, and her pride and joy, Laura Barria. Would y'all raise your hand? Thank you. Stay up, Miss Taylor, please. I'm good at giving orders, aren't I? Miss Taylor and her family know how I feel about her. I don't know what she thinks of me, but that's all right. While Nell was covering my back at home, Miss Taylor was covering it at work. I will always be indebted to this lady, and I thank her very much. Thank you. At Delta State, I have met many important people. You know, really, I got to stop here because I want to be like my preacher and take my watch off. Not that it means anything, but it might. I've met many important people over the years at Delta State, but rather than try to mention who they are as anything, one person came to mind At Delta State in the beginning, early years of my time, we had a real Indian chief attend Delta State. And he even paid for his books, Dr. Neville. Good guy. While growing up, just outside Cleveland, 3.5 miles northeast of here, in my wildest dreams, I never thought anything like this could happen to someone like me. But I do appreciate it. And I must tell you how I got my job. How I got my job that I retired from after 38 years, that I did not apply for, I did not ask for, I did not even know it was a vacancy. I got out of the Army in 1957, started at school in September, after Labor Day, Mr. Cooper. Nell, being a home economics, y'all notice I didn't say home ec, home economics major, had to live in the home management house for 9 weeks. So that left me at home alone. But one day I saw Nell on campus. I saw her every day, tell you the truth. And she told me that Mr. Hugh C. Smith wanted to see me. I said, who is he? I said, I don't know him any money. Why should I go by there? So I didn't go. A couple of weeks later, Nell said, Mr. Smith wants you to come by. I said, well, what would it hurt to go? So I went by to see Mr. Smith, and I'm glad I did. He had a fine-looking secretary in that office in Marine Code. Still looks good today. Miss Cole told me that Mr. Smith would see me in a few minutes, and he did. We talked about everything in the world, and then he offered me a job. And I told him that I'd have to talk to Nell, and I did talk to Nell. And after 38 years, I retired from that job. Again, thank you, Delta State. Thank you, Delta State faculty, staff, and students. I thank each of you here today for coming and supporting me. I would like to close with a sentence that I love, and I second with all my heart. This is Maxine Bogan Holcomb, class of 31. Being at Delta State always felt just like being at home. Dr. White, Dr. Nettles, Dan Nixon, I thank you.
Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you for those words. I want you to know now, this ceremony is not complete. Jim, come back up here.
It's hot in here. Y'all want that there?
It's hot in here. Come right over here. Stand right over here by this clock. Jim, the university and your friends want you to have this for your home, a memento of this dedication, and yes, you can unveil it now. Isn't that beautiful? Everybody see it? Jim, we hope this portrait by Collier Parker will be a reminder of you of our deep appreciation for your lifetime of service to Delta State, her students and faculty. And for all of us, for the good of Delta State, I challenge all of you every time you come by this bookstore to think of the qualities that Jim Williams brought to this university. Congratulations,
Buy
Jim.
something.
I don't know what else I could say other than thank you. I don't know any other way to say it other than thank you.
Okay. Before we adjourn, I want to remind everyone that there is a guest register over here to my left for you to sign if you haven't done so already, and there's a reception to honor this grand occasion upstairs that'll begin right now. Thank y'all all so much for coming.